ready, Pio. Whenever you're ready. Low and St. Junan's already through, and of course the big game this evening in O'Donnell Park, 6:15. It's
not a strong breeze, but it looks like a breeze going right. Paddy Fenny's just throwing in the ball.
Yeah, the ball in the game is on, and it's Peter McGee, one of the two brothers on the side. His brother Neil is at full back, but it's Guidor on the attack over there on the far side. But Cathal Mulligan takes a heavy hit, and the ball is cleared over there on the far side, and the ball gone out over the line to a little bit of relief for Guidor. The Kilcar player gone down injured immediately as well. I'm not sure who it is. Is it Noel Hegarty? And possibly, I'm not quite sure. His brother Michael, of course, in the middle of the field, as I was saying. Peter McGee in the middle of the field. His brother Neil at full back, and of course Eamon, the other member of the county senior squad.
Left half back, then you have Mark McHugh wearing 15 in the middle of the field, and you have Kieran McGinley wearing 12 as centre forward, with Michael Hegarty 11 on the wing, and Glenn McBurdy wearing 18 in the left corner.
James Carroll from a very tight angle has opened the scoring here for Guidor, just inside a minute of play here in that free, quickly taken in there, a line ball in actual fact over on the far side, quickly taken in. Carroll running away from the goals on the opposite side to the one he's playing, and he put it over his left shoulder and over the bar, and an opening score for James Carroll.
Yeah, good score by James Carroll. He's playing at left corner forward, even he is naturally left-footed. He's playing at left corner.
The ball coming out to the middle of the field again, and big aim. Peter McGee races onto it, and he gets the ball inside to Cornelius Gallagher. Gallagher tries to thread it along into the corner, but again the referee Paddy McBride has spotted something. It was something that Trevor McBrearty was very stiff on last night as well. Paddy spotted a tug on the player. I think it's possibly Pádraig McGarvey that was the player that was been fouled or getting the tug, and it's a free in and an opportunity for James Gallagher to add to his tally in the championship. Just 20
minutes. The only thing
minutes.
I'll say about the whole thing, Tom, is the one worry is that if we're taking the total physicality out of Gaelic football by referees blowing too much. I mean, there is a physical content in Gaelic football. There is, but you can't expect a back to stand off a forward line to win the ball. I think we've got to look at that from that point of view. We had it, as I said, last night in the match. We have it here today. But then when we come up, at inter-county level, at any level, minor, senior, under 21, we're not able to cope when we come up against a team that's physical hitting. We saw what happened last week in Croke Park, when even Tyrone, where the club football will be fairly tough in it, coming up against Cork. That's James Gallagher scoring that.
Yeah, James Gallagher certainly making no mistake from dead straight in front of the post, 20 metres out. It's 2 points to Guidor. Kilcar yet to register score. Michael Hegarty wins the ball in a little bit of space, sends it inside to Mark McHugh in a good advanced position. McHugh comes up, and he nonchalantly knocks it over the bar. Certainly a good move by Kilcar there. The ball coming out from the kick out, going to Michael Hegarty. He winning in space, offloaded it to Mark McHugh, who raced onto it, and from about 30 metres, certainly that will settle the early Kilcar nerves.
Yeah, it's a good kick out by him again. He aimed the kick out, and Michael Hegarty's playing right half forward. He's been marked by Finn and Differ here at right half forward, and he won the kick out well. And Mark McHugh broke from the middle of the field and kicked a good score. Kilcar needed that score to settle down to it.
Yeah, Michael Hegarty with the first kick out of the afternoon from Christopher Sweeney. The ball coming out the middle of the field again. Kevin Cassidy reaches up for it, but it's going to come instead to Cathal Mulligan, but he loses possession. The ball breaks. It's won by Kevin Cassidy, but
Tom Kerry have got a goal in Croke Park. Peter Campbell's listening to the game here this afternoon. Darren O'Sullivan's got a goal for Kerry.
Certainly that's not
starting like they did against Dublin.
That's not the start that the Meath fans wanted, but it's Mark Sweeney.
Chance.
Mark Sweeney in with a goal chance, but he flicks it over the bar, and certainly there'll be a little bit of relief in the Guidor camp and among their followers there, because certainly Mark Sweeney had a glorious opportunity racing onto the ball, getting away from his marker, and I think it's but certainly it's Fionn Differ there, is it? I'm not sure, but certainly yeah, certainly a setback.
Should have had a goal here, Tom. Mark Sweeney should have went for the goal. He had a great chance to go for the goal, and he should have went for the goal there.
Yeah,
but it's 2 points all.
2 points all here in Park Neave, Columba, in this RT right in the Gaoth of the Senior Football Championship Quarter Final. Been brought to you live here on Highland Radio Sunday Sport. It's a free in for Kilcar, for Guidor again in the middle of the field. Kevin Cassidy thinking of taking it, but he's called out James Gallagher. It's on the 45 metre line, slightly to the right of the post, on our left here as we look at it. Remember, we're looking towards the Letterkenny end of the ground here. Gallagher with the breeze in his back. One would say in normal circumstances and in normal years, James Gallagher would knock this one over, but he hasn't been scoring as prolifically this year as in other seasons. Up he comes. He sends it in. It's tailing off, I think. It's tailing off to the left and wide from Mark Sweeney, which should have been a goal.
Yeah, definitely Kilcar should have goal. James Gallagher came out there. You felt with the breeze in his back that he was going to kick that ball over the bar, but he just went a wee bit left and he kicked it wide. Here come Gaoth again.
Yeah, Gaoth again. Cornelius Gallagher picking up a lot of early ball and getting it inside. A good ball into James Gallagher. An opportunity to make amends for that miss a couple of seconds ago. And the full forward, very much a veteran of this Gaoth side. He has just done that. He's dispatched it between the posts. Gaoth go back in front again. That ball from Eamon McGinley hanging in the air, which will tell you that Gaoth have the wins in their back in the first half.
Yeah, and Gaoth are picking up all the ball in the middle of the field. You've Kevin Cassidy and Peter McGee in that area, and they're even picking up the breaks. Corny Gallagher picked up that break and gave a great crossfield ball with his left foot. We saw a couple of them last night as well. This ball's coming out to Hegarty now, and he's won this kick out.
Yeah, great fetch there by Michael Hegarty over Fionn Dever, and Hegarty again. The man, of course, Kilcar fans will look to a high ball in over the top. This could be, well, no, Christopher Sweeney has read it for a moment. It looked possibly as if Ashley Carr was going to get in on it, but Gaoth coming away over there on the far side. Jonathan Harkin into the side in place of Eamon McGee wins the ball, and a little bit of overholding there by Neil McGee. Neil just a little bit unfortunate. The free is quickly taken. It's inside to Barry Doherty. Barry Doherty lays it back inside to Stephen Shovlin. Kieran McGinley racing through, and it's all square again here in Park Niamh Columba, and certainly Kilcar will be quite happy with that. Kieran McGinley with that ball there. Ashley Carr had an opportunity earlier. Gaoth dithered a little bit, and Neil McGee eventually was pulled up for holding the ball. And
see that change on the Gaoth team. Danny Curran has moved from centre half back to left half back to mark Michael Hegarty. That's probably Hegarty's been hit with a couple of good kick-outs, and he's gone to the middle switch. Fionn Dever's gone into centre half forward to pick up Kieran McGinley.
Yeah, the kick out goes way beyond midfield. That's Christopher Sweeney's, but back there covering for Kilcar, and winning the ball is Mark McHugh. McHugh lays it back inside again, and Kilcar coming away again. Obviously tactically always very aware. A high challenge there by James Gallagher on a Kilcar player. He goes down. The referee, Paddy McBride, doesn't hesitate. It was pretty high, rather clumsy. It's the first yellow card of the game. It goes to James Gallagher of Gaoth. 3 points apiece here in Park Niamh Columba. Roughly 7, almost 8 minutes gone. The free quickly taken inside to Barry Doherty. Barry looking up, going for the long range effort, is dropping in, but Christopher Sweeney comes, and Ashley Carr was lurking once again. He was covered on that occasion, but Sweeney was taking no chance, and the ball is now with Danny Curran or Stephen Cassidy in the middle of the field. The ball outside over there on the far side is a push on the back on Michael Curran, one of the two brothers in this Gaoth side, as Danny Curran, anxious to get on with the play, slays it back to Peter McGee. Well, it's actually Kevin Cassidy now in possession in his own half. Launches long. James Gallagher the target, but well caught there initially by Patrick Gallagher, but the ball breaks, and breaks kindly for Kilcar. It's picked up by the keeper Eamon McGinley. He's coming away, and Eamon wants to obviously play outfield because he's brought that ball out to the 20-metre line. Patrick Gallagher under a little bit of pressure, illegal pressure, says referee Paddy McBride, and it's a relief for Kilcar, and free going to be taken by Michael Hegarty back. One would feel maybe Michael may be better further out the field, but he delivers a great ball over on the far side. Great ball over there on the far side. Is it Mark McHugh with Luke Carr in advance, but in advanced position, sends it in high. Certainly not the type of ball that Ashley Carr will be looking for all afternoon. Too high, and it's well covered back there by Kieran Ferry.
Kicked into Ashley Carr. Tom one, and Barry Doherty kicked the first one, and Gaoth called out, and then that there by Luke Carr was a stupid high ball, and he needs a low ball. And
yeah, the ball is now with Joe Duffy. Joe Duffy playing a centre half forward, lays it inside to Danny Curran. Likes to get forward, and Danny, a member of the minor team, of course, and he going forward is fouled. It's a free in. It's 3 points apiece here, pretty low scoring, but remember Gaoth playing with the aid of that breeze in the first, was thinking of his dad Paddy, and the advice he'd given was take your point, it's early in the game, but there was certainly a goal chance. James Gallagher with another chance of a point to put Gaoth back in front again. Gaoth duly obliges, or Gallagher duly obliges. It's 4 points to 3 here in fifth.
Free given away in front of the goals by one of the Kilcar defenders.
Yeah, the kick out over there on the far side, certainly Eamon McGinley trying to place his kick outs here in as Guidor on the attack again, but back there covering is Noel Hegarty, the number 6, brother of Michael's. Been pulled back, surely, yes, is the referee, and it's a free out. And well, very little between the sides in this early exchanges. Kilcar certainly doing well. I think that's Kieran McGinley over there on the far side, very close to the sideline, put under pressure, and well, the referee, it's a line ball in actual fact. It's gone out off Fionn Dever, who seems to be over in the right half back position now. Kilcar obviously through Ashley Carr, anxious to take it quickly, always want to move on with the play as Stephen Shovlin going forward, or Glenn McBrearty in actual fact going forward to the outlet man. That's Michael Hegarty with the ball, 2 Guidor men around him, but he breaks through, sends the ball over there on the far side to the number 4 Luke Carr in a very advanced position, and Luke Carr sends it over, and well, that's another wide and a let off for Guidor. But certainly Kilcar have settled into this game quite well, Martin.
Ball up the field and get it in, and James Geller already has kicked a very good free.
Yeah, and the kick out from Christopher Sweeney hasn't worked out well because it's won by Mark McHugh, sends it inside. Again, good covering back there, but the man in possession is Ashley Carr. He's 8 points last week, lays it back outside, but a poor pass, and Peter McGee wins it. Danny Curran in a race with Kieran McGinley, a push in the back, no, says the referee, he touched it on the ground, and it's a free in. Remember, it's 4 points to Guidor, 3 points to Kilcar. Almost 12 minutes gone here in Parkneath, Columba. It's a free in for Kilcar, and it's going to be taken by Mark McHugh, just down here under us, just a little outside the 45-metre line. His dad on his day would have pointed it. Will the younger man and the younger version of McHugh do it? The answer is no, but there's a pull there on Danny Curran as he went to come out with that, to win that ball. It's a free out, but Guidor look a little bit unsettled, it has to be said, as Cornelius Gallagher it's Cathal Mulligan coming and winning that ball, laying it inside with Fionn Dever, can't reach it. Instead it's Glenn McBrearty back after a lengthy absence through injury. A good ball inside to Michael Hegarty. Hegarty ships it up and sends it in and sends it over the bar, and it's all square here again.
Yeah, the conditions of a burnout, if you fist the ball, the Guidor player coming out of defence there, fisted the ball, tried to give it a player, you've got to give it to the player's chest today. If you fist it, it's going to skate off the ground, and that's why Glenn McBrearty did well to cut out the ball. They got a high tackle from Fionn Dever, but Paddy Finney, the referee, played a good advantage, and the ball went into Michael Hegarty, and he kicked a good point. It's 4 points all. We've gone, nearly 14 minutes into the first half. Yeah,
the kick out from Christopher Sweeney here, pretty even, Stephen, at the moment. The breeze favouring Guidor, but Kilcar, of course, they can play that tactical short game.
I think the breeze is a big burnout, Thomas. Seems to have died completely.
Yeah, the breeze has died, thankfully. Yeah, well, welcome back once again. Certainly the Guidor Gore living a charmed life. A ball in, there's an opportunity for a goal here. It comes from Kieran McGinley. A good ball in, won by Mark McHugh, sent it into McGinley, and McGinley, of course, son of Sean, former county player, former county treasurer as well, and well, McGinley certainly racing onto that ball, gave Christopher Sweeney no chance, and well, Kilcar people are smiling.
Yeah, I think Peter McGee will be happy with himself. He had the ball, he was coming out of defence, he got caught in possession of the ball. The Kilcar supporters were shouting for him over carrying the ball, and then he should have got it away, but he lost it then and broke down. It was well cut out by Mark McHugh, played it off to Mark Sweeney. Mark Sweeney gave a great ball across, a great pass across the field to Kieran McGinley coming through, and he kept the ball down and finished it really well.
Yeah, well, Guidor certainly under a little bit of pressure. A goal and 4 points to Kilcar, 4 points to Guidor. The ball over there on the far side, and push in the back there on Cathal Mulligan, and it's a free just on the halfway line, just outside the pavilion over there on the far side. And well, obviously somebody said something as Joe Duffy, captain of the side, brings the ball forward, so threads it inside to James Carroll, scorer of the first point, trying to get away from his marker. jinking and dancing, but the ball coming outside to Pádraig McGarvey, a neat little sidestep. Still Kilcar getting back there in numbers. He winds up, and yeah, that's a good response for Gaoth. That's a very good score from Pádraig McGarvey. He hadn't much room there as the Kilcar defence came in on top of him. He got the ball from James Carroll, who was forced to play it back outside, and of course McGarvey noted for that fade mark left boot of his. Certainly made no mistake.
It's a very good. I'd give a good ball to Paddy Duffy. He held on to it long enough and kicked a good score with his left foot. It's a good game so far, Tom.
Yeah,
a lot better game than we had last night.
Yes, Kieran McGinley over there on the far side again, but the kick, Eamon McGinley's kick out, but the ball won by Gaoth, and well, it's Pádraig McGarvey again over there on the far side as Michael Curran now in a very forward position outside to the skipper. The skipper is Joe Duffy, back inside to the big midfielder just outside the 45-metre line, and Peter McGee flicks the ball in. Pádraig McGarvey's the target. McGarvey gets a hand to it, but the ball hasn't gone out over the line. Certainly the Kilcar corner back, that's Luke Carr, stalled for a moment, but it's Kilcar coming away again as Noel Hegarty, brother of Michael, chips off two hefty challenges, still driving forward as Kilcar come again through Mark Sweeney. Mark with the ball crossing the halfway line, positions mean nothing. A good ball inside, certainly, if Ashley Carr, is it? Yes, Ashley Carr getting away from Kieran Ferry on this occasion, but Ferry gets back as good defenders do and forces him into the weak kick, which has gone out, and that's the first wide in actual fact, I think, for Kilcar. Third wide for Kilcar. It's a goal and 4 points. It's a goal and 4 points to Kilcar, 5 points to Gaoth, and we're almost 19 minutes gone here in this third of the RT Reading the Gaeltacht at the quarter-finals on Sunday Sport on Highland Radio. Christopher Sweeney been much the busier of the two keepers, kicking the ball out, hanging in the air over there on the far side. We haven't seen many clean catches in the middle of the field. The ball breaking over there, but covering back for Kilcar is Luke Carr. He gets a nudge in the back, he goes down. Kilcar very anxious to get the play up and running again. Noel Hegarty inside now, launching on a high ball inside again over there on the far side. Ashley Carr, of course, son of the legendary Michael, over there tries to take a little bit too much out of the ball, bobbles away from for a moment, and it's now over on this side of the field, coming across to try and hold on to it and win it, but it's Kilcar again through Mark McHugh now, 45 metres out, cutting inside again, got a point already, trying to thread the ball through over there on the far side to I think it's Stephen Shovlin with the ball, but it's Gaoth coming away out of it again, and it's Gaoth now looking up, and well, the ball's inside to Joe Duffy, not a very good one, and Kilcar putting the Gaoth defence under pressure. It's Michael Carr again, about 45 metres out, sends it inside to Glenn McBrearty. He launches it up, he launches it high, but I thought it was going to curl, possibly with the breeze it would have, but that one has gone out to the right and wide.
Go to the wire?
Yeah, just 2 points between the two sides, a goal and 4 to Kilcar. There's 5 points to Gaoth. Gaoth getting off at the brighter start with 2 points from James Carroll and James Gallagher inside 2 minutes, but in true Kilcar fashion they responded with Mark McHugh and Mark Sweeney having kicking points to tie up the game, but the play has resumed again, and Jonathan Harkin with the ball, winning it now in the middle of the field is Kevin Cassidy, driving forward, nips past one challenge, that's the challenge of David McShane, as Danny Kearns going forward, the ball in over the top. It might work out okay from a Gaoth point of view, but good covering back there by Patrick Gallagher, certainly very neat, tidy fullback. A bit of a shamazel or a pile-up has developed. The referee, Paddy McBride, is going in. I think he's going to hop this ball, and probably it's the wiser counsel.
Yeah, it probably is the right thing to do. I think it's Noel Hegarty went to ground. It's again a slipping contest. He won the ball, and I suppose Kilcar people say they thought he was fouled and should have been a free out. But
you thought he was fouled?
Paddy McBride felt it. He wasn't fouled coming out of the ball. Conditions of a big bear, and a lot of players are going to ground. It's very hard to hold on to the ball.
Yes, the free one in there by Kevin Cassidy again, just going to the ground, and he went in and won that throw up ball. Crucial opportunity, or certainly a good opportunity for James Gallagher. He was pointed already from this distance and roughly dead straight in front of the post. Whatever breeze there is here in Park Neath Columba is in his back, and well, will favour him on this one. An opportunity to reduce the margin to a single point. Up comes Gallagher, 2 to his credit already. You can make that 3. James Gallagher with his 3rd point, but more importantly, 4th point, but more importantly from a Gaoth point of view, that he's reduce. Owen Ward as well, just warming up down here under his.
They're taking off number 10. Cal Mulligan's coming off, and Owen Ward's going on.
Owen Ward, a member of this year's county minor team and also vocational team, is going on wearing number 17, and Cathal Mulligan is the player that's coming off. I know it was a big choice between Ward and James Carroll for the corner forward position, but obviously the way the game has panned out, they feel they added a little bit of more pace to their half forward line, because the Kilcar half back line, one would have to say, of Barry McGinley and Noel Hegarty in particular, are dominating in that area.
Yeah, they are. Kilcar trying to aim their kick-outs away from the two big men in the middle of the field. They're trying to hit Glenn McBrady on one side and Michael Hegarty on the other side. That's what they're doing. But this is what they're doing. Stuart Kilcar, they're trying to kick that long ball and it's working inside.
Yes, the ball going in there, but it's Kieran Ferry gets it away momentarily. Jonathan Harkin putting Kieran McGinley under pressure. The ball in again. This could be danger, but Peter McGee didn't hold on to it, but he did enough to just stop the momentum for a moment, and Christopher Sweeney came to the rescue as Kieran Ferry tries to mop up it there at the back. Jonathan Harkin coming out, soloing out, now crossing the 45-metre line, still going forward, sent it in, not a very good ball, and Owen Ward didn't get to it. It went over his back, and it's Kilcar on the attack again with Noel Hegarty, their centre half back, now out to his brother Michael. He will go with the left foot, and Michael slipped as he went to kick that one over with the left foot. But you're
talking about that they're not happy with Tom, so Thomas Divert coming in now, and I'm interested to see who he's coming in for.
Yes, certainly. Sean Nancy Gallagher not standing on ceremony, making the changes. We're gone almost 25 minutes.
Cornelius Gallagher coming off. That's the two wing half forwards have been taken off.
Cornelius Gallagher coming off, and Cornelius scored the equalising point against Killybegs in the second round. It looks like to be, it's Cornelius Gallagher that's coming off. The number 10 went up all right, and the ball coming out to the middle of the field again. Kevin Cassidy goes for it, doesn't hold on to it, but it works out okay. Jonathan Harkin again, back to Kevin Cassidy over on the stand side of the field again, winding up, launching it long. It's going to be too long. It's in over the heads of James Gallagher and Patrick Gallagher, and out to the left and wide. Just
that's my point. Looking at players, you got to make the big calls.
Yeah, the kick out coming out to the middle of the field. Danny Curran tries to trap it with his boot, but it works out okay. It's now with Owen Ward. It's now with actually James Carroll. James Carroll turning, James Carroll twisting, and just tails off. Certainly it was at the last seconds, really. It looked like to be on its way. It looked as if it was going to curl inside, but it just went outside the left-hand post. That's Eamon McGinley's left-hand post. And we're 26, I think, almost 26, almost 27 minutes gone here. Jimmy White, the linesman, down along the sideline looking at the watch, and I think he's going to indicate to the board man here this afternoon, Frankie Doherty, how much time is left, but I don't think he's got the signal yet from Paddy McBride. Just quickly running through the scores for you so far. James Carroll with a point after a minute, and that was followed by a free from James Gallagher after just 2 minutes later, the opening two scores of the game. Then Kilcar responded with that point from Mark McHugh, and the goal opportunity that was eventually pointed by Mark Sweeney to tie up the game. James Gallagher sent the ball breaking inside again. Thomas Diver tries to get a hand to it. We'll tell you more about those scores, but it's Patrick Gallagher, very seasoned defender, played minor and under 21 for Donegal, and certainly a very good club defender. He's fouled as he goes to come out with the ball, and it's a free out again, and certainly Kilcar players playing all over, very tactically minded. Seamus Gallagher and Michael Carr alongside John McNulty on the sideline. Thomas Diver goes to the ground again. A goal and 4 points to Kilcar, 6 points to Guidor. Guidor led by 2 points to 0 after just 2 minutes. They then led by 4 points to 3 after 10, but that goal from Kieran McGinley, a real rasper. I saw Kilcar hit the front for the first time in the game, but we've had 2 points, one from Pádraig McGarvey and the other from James Gallagher, to reduce the margin to a single point. And Gallagher again about just under 45 metres out, slightly to the left of the post, or our left here as we look at it. Up he comes, and James surveying the posts, and he missed one already. He pushed that one to the left, he's pushing this one to the right, and well, if he gets another one, surely he'll get it in the middle.
He's a lovely striker of the ball. He's one of the nicest strikers of a Gaelic football. You'd see the way he kicks the ball and he kicks his frees off the ground. He's very unlucky there. Conditions don't suit a free taker today. But the breeze has got up again, so Kilcar be happy with him. It's interesting what we always say though, Tom, after a goal goes in, the team goes to sleep, and Kilcar haven't scored in the 16th minute since they got that goal. Good reply by Gaoth. Paddy McGarry, you said, got a good point, and James Geller's got a point from a free.
Yeah, Michael Hegarty wins that kick out again, certainly having a big influence here. We saw Adrian Sweeney doing it last night for Dunlow, and well, Michael Hegarty is having it here as well. The ball in for Ashley Carr, but it's well cut away from him by Kieran Ferry, and it's Gaoth coming away with it again. Danny Curran with the ball, driving forward, wearing number 6, was moved out to the wing, inside to James Carroll again, sends this one in, sends it high, and yes, indeed, France give you proud of that one. A great point there by James Carroll to restore it to tie up the game. In actual fact, James Carroll, he was off to the right of the post on the last occasion. Well, this one just snuck in on the left hand side of the post. Is good.
James Carroll, he's causing problems in the left corner. They get more ball into him on Angus McFadden in there. So I think that Kilcar, the tactic of Kilcar, trying to hit Ashley Carr with all the ball, and he's not winning the ball inside, and they've giving away 3 scores at least by doing that. But fair play to Gaoth, they've come really back into it since the Kilcar goal. They've been the better side and they've taken 3 good scores. That was a great score by James Carroll.
Yes, Kilcar, Glenn McBurty with the ball again inside to Ashley Carr, out from goals. He's been followed by Jonathan Carr. Mark Sweeney, in actual fact, not unlike Ashley Carr, a point to his credit already. Can he add another one? Yes, that's a deft touch there, has to be said, from Mark Sweeney. A deft touch by Sweeney. There wasn't an awful lot of room to get to swing the boot at it, coming in from the left hand side, and well, he just got it, I think, on the outside of the boot, Martin.
It's a lovely score by Mark Sweeney. I mean, that's what Kilcar should do. They're trying to hit Ashley Carr with the ball and it's not working, and if that's not working, you've got to change their tactics, and now that's the way they should do it, what they did there, give the ball to the other forwards and take them into the game. Mark Sweeney got his second point. The others, he had a great goal chance, but lovely kick, casually kicked it over the bar. It's an important score for Kilcar because they hadn't scored since the 16th minute. I mean, that's 14 minutes, so it's 1-5-7 now.
Yeah, 1-5-7. Kilcar go back in front. They're on the attack again over there, and it's Glenn McBurty, and well, all of a sudden they've hit 2 quick points, and they're going to give themselves a little bit of a cushion there. Glenn McBurty with that ball, and Glenn, a noted free taker, but can take a point from play as well.
Mark Sweeney made that score. Mark Sweeney won the kick out very well. I think Gaoth were trying to work a kick out, and Mark Sweeney won it very well, laid it inside to Glenn McBurty. He's playing to be seen at the minute, Tom. Whoever can keep winning the ball, the forward line, both forward lines have the beating of defenders. I mean, we have 7 scores each at this time, 1-6-7 for Kilcar.
The ball breaking in the middle of the field, beating both defenders, but both sets of midfielders. But Luke Carr back there mopping up, has launched another attack for Kilcar over there on the far side of the field as Mark Sweeney comes, but he leaves it to Michael Hegarty. Michael Hegarty back out over there on the far side. Referee Paddy McBride is going to have no more action. It's half time here. It's Kilcar. One of them
said he was playing 2 minutes. He played 31 and 20 seconds. He played, and he said he was going to play 2 minutes. So I mean, he didn't play the 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes went over.
Kilcar could have got another point.
That's not the fact that Kilcar getting no score. There's a Gaoth player actually down injured out here in the field. But it's just that it's interesting that I think the one thing we always hear announced at a game, forgetting about who is the ball, who hasn't the ball. It's always announced in any match that there'll be at least 2 minutes of extra time played.
As you said, it's a goal and 6 points to Kilcar. 7 points to Gaoth. Whenever you're ready, P.O., whenever you're ready. We're on their way again. Yeah, we're on their way again.
Dirty black eye. Dirty black eye.
Yeah, how's it going? Watch it! Apparently I heard that. Was anything different in it? What about Kerry? What do you think? 1.
Yeah, just over a minute gone here, and well, it's Kilcar still 2 up a goal and 6 points to 7 points. That's what it was at half time. And well, James Gallagher had a 45-metre free, but it dropped way short, and Kilcar coming away with it again. That's the corner back. That's Angus McFadden. Had his problems with James Carroll in the first half, but tightening up certainly in the opening seconds of the second half. One of the players of the first half was Mark Sweeney. He's on the ball. He's travelled about 40 metres. There's a back outside again to Luke Carr in a very advanced position now. Back to Sweeney again, 2 points, but doesn't give away possession. Barry Doherty, we hadn't seen much of Barry after the opening minutes. It's now out to Mark McHugh. He goes to ground, and well, the referee didn't have thought there was a hint possibly of a foul there, but an opportunity for Kieran McGinley for another goal, but Kieran McGinley has knocked it over the bar. A goal and 2 points for the right half forward for Kilcar, but certainly that was a goal chance. He hit it hard enough, and well, Christopher Sweeney, all he could do was watch as it went over his crossbar.
But it's good to get a point out from Kilcar's point of view, but I thought maybe Kieran should have passed it on to Ashley Carr. There was definitely a goal chance on there if he had to do that.
Yeah, and McGinley's goal, the one he got in the first half, a crucial score after 16 minutes after good play by Mark McHugh and Mark Sweeney, separates the sides here. Remember, Guidord opened lively enough with 2 points, one from James Carroll and the other from James Gallagher, before Kilcar finally settled with points from Mark Sweeney and Mark McHugh early in the opening 4 minutes of the game. But Kilcar beginning to dictate a little bit. Guidord look a little bit disorganised, and of course Kilcar very tactically aware, every man moving.
This is when Tom and you said it was at half-time, as Guidord stayed out in the field, considering the conditions and everything else with a bit of rain there. It was interesting that they stayed out in the field and Kilcar went into the dressing room. Now maybe they made that decision. I don't know why did they make that decision to stay out in the field. Sometimes it's easier to go back into the dressing room, and looks as if Kilcar have definitely started the second half the better side. Yes,
and the free is taken inside by Mark McHugh, inside trying to find Ashley Carr. The ball very close to the sideline, gone out over the line. It's the first line ball of the second half. In actual fact, it's gone to Kilcar, and it's soon they're 3 points down after that good start. The kick out coming out of the middle of the field, hanging in the air. Kevin Cassidy rises, but the ball broke again, and it's Kilcar again through Mark Sweeney. Can he make it number 3 for Mark Sweeney? Yes, he can, and Mark Sweeney really causing all kinds of problems for the Guidord defence. He's knocked over his 3rd point, but more importantly from a Kilcar point of view, he has stretched their advantage out to 4 points. A goal and 8 points to Kilcar, 7 points to Guidord.
It's interesting, suppose we look at it. Kilcar, Guidord have changed their half forward to wing half forward, so maybe it's their half back line they need to change, because Kieran McGinley's got 1-1 and Mark Sweeney's got 3 points in play, and that's Kilcar picking up all the breaks in that area.
Yeah, the ball breaking again. Stephen Shovlin breaking it away there from Peter McGee, but good covering back there by Fionn Dever, better known as a half forward, but dropping back into the half back line, back inside to Peter McGee again, who offloads quickly to Joe Duffy, doing a little bit of travelling, but referee Paddy McBride says play on, just on the 60-metre line. Ball inside to Thomas Dever. Thomas back out on to Pádraig McGarvey, a neat ball. The intention was good to get it into Joe Duffy, but very good covering back there by Mark McHugh, playing at midfield, but really playing everywhere, helping out in defence, getting forward as well. And it's with his midfield partner now, David McShane. McShane very close to the side and just takes a little bit too much out of it. And James Carroll driving forward. He looks like an outlet for Guidord this afternoon. He's got 2 points. He's got 3 points now, and James Carroll carrying the fight, certainly winning that ball. David McShane looked to be in a good position, looked as if he was going to clear it, but somehow he was robbed, and James Carroll certainly knocked that over again. Good quality score, it has to be said.
Yeah, we've had some very, very good scores in the game. Mark Sweeney kicked a very good point at the other. I mean, we looked at it where Kilcar went 1-4 to 4 points up 16 minutes into the first half. Then Guidord took over and they got 3 very good scores to level it up. Then Kilcar got 4 scores in a row, 2 just before half time, 31st minute, and 2 in the first 4 minutes of the second half. And then James Carroll's point. We've had some very, very good scores. I mean, there's still only a kick of a ball.
Yes, and it's Kilcar on the attack again. Michael Hegarty inside to Barry Malloy, or yes, it is Barry Doherty rather. Doherty laying back outside again, certainly to the man of the moment. It's Mark Sweeney. Sweeney again getting away from Colin Ferry, goes to ground. A heavy challenge there by Kevin Cassidy. We've had already 1 yellow card already. I think it was Kieran Ferry who got it. Not just quite sure about that, but I think Kevin Cassidy is going to be yellow carded now as well.
It's have been very indisciplined in the high tackles. This means stupid, but you're going to give away, not only going to give away frees, but you're going to, as you said, they're picking up yellow cards from high tackles. That's maybe 3 yellow cards they picked up, is it, Tom?
Yeah, well, it's at least 2
from high tackles just being made. Just stupid tackles here, because you're going to get away the free, is that you're going to pick up a yellow card?
Yeah, and a glorious opportunity for Ashley Carr to give Kilcar that cushion again of 4 points. Kilcar leading 1-8-2-8. Ashley Carr shaping up to this one about 35-36 metres out. Certainly plenty of height on it anyway. The umpire had a good look at it, but he's satisfied. The white flag is up. It's Kilcar a goal and 9. It's Gaoth 8 points.
That's the first Kilcar's first point from a free. They've scored 1-8 from play. That's the first point from a free, where Gaoth have got 3 points of their points have come from frees, which good score by Ashley Carr. I thought a silly tackle by Kevin Cassidy.
Yeah, Kevin not getting into the game at all, very much under the cosh. David McShane causing all kinds of problems for him out there in the physical stakes, and Kevin even getting a little bit frustrated, giving out to other players as well. The ball broken down by Barry Doherty, but retrieved at the second attempt by Niall McGee. He's foul coming out, and he shoulders into Barry Doherty. He's not too happy about something. I think Barry picked up a knock.
I don't understand Kilcar kicking. I know maybe him Kilcar man saying he's kicking in high ball and it's not working out. They're working out when they're running. They're getting the ball to half forward line, and that was a stupid kick in by Noel Hegarty again into the full forward line. Neil McGee, he'll eat them up for dinner all day.
Yeah, Fionn Dever finds Thomas Dever, no relation with a free, and Thomas is fouled back to Peter McGee in the middle of the field. McGee again winning a lot of ball, but very poor delivery by him. Michael Hegarty, as he likes to lurk back in the half back line over there to Kieran McGinley again. McGinley racing forward, going forward under pressure from Fionn Dever, and again he's fouled, and it's a free in for Kilcar, and another opportunity and a little bit of daylight.
Kilcar causing a lot of problems running at Gaoth. Gaoth half back line are very, very poor. Kilcar are running at them. That's Kieran McGinley running. Mark Sweeney was fouled the last time. That's another yellow card there as well, I think.
Yeah, Fionn Dever possibly. I think, as I said, Fionn better known as a forward, and it's a foul. It's a free in as well. There's a Gaoth Kilcar player down receiving attention. That's Ashley Carr. Paddy McBride thinks the free was a little bit further out, was it? No, he just tells him take it, and Ashley Carr has added 2 quick points from frees for Kilcar to open up a 5-point gap for the first time in the game. It's a Kilcar a goal and 10 points. It's Gaoth 8 points, and we're looking down at Sean Nancy and Brian McGee there, certainly looking on pretty anxiously. I look down to see Peter Hegarty coming from the other end of the field as well, so certainly a busy man. 10 minutes into the second half of this RT reading the Gaeltacht Senior Football Championship. Gaoth trying to resurrect their challenge. They're trailing by 5, a goal and 10 to 8 points, but again a pull back there on Mark McHugh in the middle of the field. The referee says play on, and again it's Mark Sweeney tries to get away from Kevin Cassidy, very close to the sideline. Owen Ward there on Mark McHugh, as McHugh Kilcar very good at holding on to possession and just finding the man in the right place as they come forward again. A good offload there in the middle of the field, and it's David McShane goes to ground fighting for it, leaving it back outside again to Barry McGinley out to David McShane again inside trying to find Barry Doherty, one-handed away, wins it ahead of Neil McGee, judged by the referee to maybe overhold it. A little bit hard.
But that's a bad call.
A little bit hard.
Barry Doherty was being fouled that time when the ball went in, and the referee normally in that situation leaves it, but he's given a free out. I thought it was harsh.
A goal and 10 points to Kilcar, 8 points to Gaoth. The ball with Kevin Cassidy, the one man that Gaoth, he's dragged back. Surely that's going to be a free. Yes, says the referee. Maybe even a hint of a yellow card, but the referee is keeping it to himself. As the ball back there, James Gallagher dispossessed rather easily, and it's going to be a free out. Patrick Gallagher gets a push as he tries to take the free quickly, and a little bit of shoving and pushing going on. Don Langan, the referee, he's on his way. He's the envoy of peace here, and it's going to be a free out when player resumes. I think is it James Carroll or Owen Ward, I'm not quite sure. Very similar players. It's James Carroll that the referee is going to talk to, so it's going to be possibly another yellow card, is it?
But I think you're right, David McShane's lucky not to get a yellow card down here, because he fouled Cassidy, but Kevin Cassidy took the free quickly and kicked it on inside.
Yes.
James Carroll showed a wee bit of frustration. He was trying to hit James Gallagher inside. There's a strong enough breeze out there and the ball is dropping short, and Kilcar maybe they're giving them time to drop players back. But I mean, we look at it, there's 12 minutes gone. The next up to 20 minutes is going to be important. If Gaoth can get a couple of scores, get right back into it, and then whereas Kilcar get a few scores, go further ahead.
David McShane with the ball. He launches long again up into the corner. Ashley Carr lays it off. The intention was good. It's gone very close to the sideline. Not even Kieran McGinley can stop it from going out over the line, and it's a line ball going to be taken back there by Fionn Dever. Been forced to play very deep here this evening, and a good ball by him. He finds Joe Duffy. They haven't been finding their men with the regularity that one expects from Gweedore. Joe Duffy driving forward, captain of his side, inside to Pádraig McGarvey. Quick offload again to Duffy on the run. Ball out this side of the field to Kevin Cassidy. The side trailing by 5. Back inside to Duffy again, not going anywhere really, but out to Pádraig McGarvey. He winds up with his left boot. It's gone out to the right. James Gallagher over there. It's actually Owen Ward over there, very close to the corner flag. The referee waves play on. There was a push in the back there on Mark McHugh, but the referee says it was no infringement, and James Gallagher offloads inside to McGarvey. Been forced back outside. McGarvey goes to ground. The ball breaks from his grasp. There's a nudge in the back there, and certainly an element of frustration creeping into the Gweedore game.
Yeah, they are. Some person was Fenny could have given, Paddy Fenny, the referee could have given Kilcar a free, and then he should have given Gweedore a free, and he didn't give it. And it's a free out now for Kilcar. So Michael Higgerty going back to take it. And
Power would be a big influence here, but well, speaking of John Cunningham during the week and spinning to break into Brendan Kilcoyne, both opted for, funny enough, certainly for Kilcar. They're on the attack again over there on the far side of the field. Mark McHugh now in a very advanced position up in the corner where he was named. He wins himself a free in.
Easy enough free now.
He got some advice on how to win frees too at home, I can tell you. So it's a free in. Ashley Carr going to take it. A goal and 10 points to 8 points in favour of Kilcar, and certainly if the dad didn't give it to him, the uncle James could. It's Ashley Carr.
Tommy Walsh scored 1-1 for Kerry in the first 3 minutes of the second half.
Yes, Kerry getting off to a good start again at the start of the second half. The ball is now with Kieran McGinley. I think he goes to ground in the slippy conditions. No hint of a foul or anything. Back out with Michael Haggerty, just 1 point already as he made it 2. No, with his left foot, and he sends it out to the right and wide, and Manus Weed is coming on. I think it's possibly Jonathan Harkin. Is it Jonathan Harkin that's coming off? And one would feel the changes should be made possibly further out the field, because certainly Gweedore looking a little bit lacklustre in a lot of things. I know you can't say it, Martin, but is there even a sense of maybe Gweedore have accepted their fate at this stage?
I don't think that, Tom. I've never seen a Gweedore man that would accept their fate every time I've ever played against them at this stage, Tom. I think it's interesting. I think they've taken James Gallagher out the field and they made a switch, and this is big. They've taken James Gallagher to midfield and they put Peter McGee to full forward. That's an interesting move they've made. Yeah,
the ball coming out the middle of the field. Kevin Cassidy rises high. That's certainly more like it from the big county man. He's driving forward, getting away from David McShane. Still driving forward. Chips a heavy challenge there. Stopped in his track by Noel Haggerty, but Cassidy is tough. He goes back, he wins it. Surely he wins a free. He's fouled, and it's a free in, and a little bit of afters there. Kevin Cassidy did throw Noel Haggerty off, but Haggerty responded, and referee Paddy McBride has now brought the ball forward. We're looking at the watch. What does it tell us? 14 minutes roughly for Gweedore to rescue their season and rescue their championship ambitions, and no better man to start that process than James Gallagher. He's standing over the ball. 4 points in the first half. Gweedore just 1 in the second half. Gallagher got 4 points in the first half. They got 7 in all, and they've just got 1 in the second half. They're trailing by 5 here. A goal and 10 points to Kilcar, 8 points to Gweedore. We'll give you a little bit of story of the scores of how they came in the second half if you're just joining us in a moment. But Gallagher standing over this free. It's about 35-36 metres out, sending it in, sending it high, and sending it over the bar. And James Gallagher, as Martin McHugh said, moved to midfield. Big Peter McGee moved in at full forward, but Gallagher getting his 5th point of all from frees. 17-18 minutes into the second half here. Kieran McGinley opened the scoring for Kilcar at the start of the second half to make it 1-7 after they had gone in at half time. A goal and 6-7 up, but Mark Sweeney added another point, and James Carroll got Gweedore's first of the second half 5 minutes into the half, and then with those 2 frees from Ashley Carr on 7 and 10 minutes before Gallagher has started the slide, and Gallagher now winning the ball out around the middle of the field, and all of a sudden certainly that change seems to be working as Joe Duffy with the ball back inside to Manasweed, the young sub on, just a member of the minor team this year, outside to Fionn Diver as well. A good dummy from Diver, the ball coming inside, and Peter McGee breaks it down, but James Carroll racing in, it's actually James Carroll racing in, just couldn't collect it, and it's a free out for Kilcar.
He has free out. It's good play by Paddy Gall. They put the high ball on top of Peter McGee. He knocked it down. Peter McGee well to James Carroll coming through, but just James dropped the ball. His conditions going to bear.
The half-hour line. The kick out. It's going to be. The kick out from, it's a free in actual fact from Patrick Gallagher. He was fouled himself. He finds Mark McHugh, who sends the ball up along the corner inside to the number 13 Ashley Carr, gets away from his marker Kieran Ferry. An opportunity for Carr, sending it in, sending it high, and good response by Kilcar. Certainly this game is drifting away from Guidor. Just to look at the watch tells us there's a little over 11 minutes as Peter Kegerty heads off for another race with another message.
That's a good ball from Paddy Gallagher. Took the free. Mark McHugh broke the far side of the field on James Gallagher, and James Gallagher just lost him. He got it. He gave a good ball up to Ashley Carr, and Ashley won it for him. That's his first point from play from Ashley Carr. Right to take the point off his right foot. Yeah,
the ball out in the middle of the field again, and the ball won back there by Mark McHugh. Lays it off outside to Noel Hegarty. Noel Hegarty inside again to Luke Carr. Luke in a very advanced position out the side of the field, out to Michael Hegarty. Michael Hegarty going forward, and he's going to look up at the post. He sends it in. He sends it high, but with all the room and all the space in the world.
That's a terrible wide by Michael Hegarty. He had an easy chance to turn on to his good right foot. He continued on to his left foot instead of turning on. I mean, he could have killed off the game there, but 112 to 9 points to put that 6 points on it. I mean, there's easy chance to cut it. He had time to cut it. He should have cut on to his good right foot, and hopefully from his point of view in Kilcar, he doesn't have to regret that, because that was an easy chance to go 6 points up.
Yeah, 5 points between the sides here in Park Neave Columba. This RT ready to get the Senior Championship Quarter Final. Remember, this is the third of them. St Junans and Dunloe already through, having had victories last night. 1-9 to 1-6 for Glenfin, or for St Junans against Glenfin, and 1-13 to 2-7 for Dunloe against St Michael's and Glenties. James Carroll with another spectacular, and that is a brilliant score from James Carroll. Is that his third or is he his fourth? Fourth point from James Carroll, and certainly that's a brilliant score into the breeze from a good 40 yards out.
I think he said early on the fellow would be proud of me, be proud of that, and it was a great score by James Carroll there. And I mean, we'll go back to Michael Hegarty's match from a Kilcar point of view. He said about them 6 up, now it's down to 4 again. I mean, you know, we always know, as we said about Guidor, they're never that far away, and they're still in this match.
The kick out from Eamon McGinley, again way over, trying to pick out the man over on the far side of the field. It's Kieran McGinley, I think, over there on the far side, and McGinley with that all-important goal in the middle of the first half, back outside to Ashley Carr. Ashley Carr, well, he launches in another high one, a little bit ambitious, and that one tails off at the last minute, but I think he was right to have the try, because there wasn't an awful lot of other options on, and he has the breeze, whatever breeze there is here in Park Neave Columba, in his back. And remember, of course, we have an extended Sunday sport this afternoon. Charlie Collins and Martin McHugh will be bringing you the live action from Ardra versus Niamh Connell in the fourth of the quarter-finals, which is on at O'Donnell Park. 6:15 that one, and certainly all the counties holding its breath for that one. It's James Carroll again over there on the far side, trying to get the ball on this occasion, but the referee has adjudged that he's been fouling his man, and the quickly taken free. Certainly Kilcar like to get on with it, and I think the pace of the game, that could very well be the difference, Martin. For Division 1 and Division 2, things happen a lot quicker in Division 1.
Neither 8 points down. Kerry.
Yes, just about 6 minutes to go here. Still no score when you were away, and that timely move to Croke Park. A goal and 11 for Kilcar, 10 points for Gaoth, and another wide there for Gaoth, and certainly they're all adding up as well. Though I think it's only their first wide of the second half.
Yeah, the first half.
The fourth spell there a couple of moments ago when Kevin Cassidy seemed to grit the teeth around the middle of the field and started winning a few balls. But it's all going Kilcar's way though. Joe Duffy still hasn't given up. He's won the ball, of course. He's captain of the side again, launching it in long. Big Peter Peter McGee is the target, and the ball, would you believe it, has ended up in the Kilcar net. And well, certainly Eamon McGinley will be having nightmares about that one. He was keeping an eye on Eamon McGinley. The ball just hopped over his head into the net.
Yeah, hopped over his head into the net. Joe Duffy took the free quickly. He was looking for Peter McGee inside, and we're talking about the breeze. The breeze didn't catch that, and it was a good ball in by Joe Duffy. Now there's only a point in the match, and Eamon McGinley just got caught out, and the ball hopped over his head into the net. Now it's really, I told you, game on. There's 5 minutes left. I'll just say now the next score is very important. See, Corny Gallagher is coming back on. Cornelius Gallagher, Corny Gallagher coming back on, and they're taking Peter McGee off.
Yeah,
Peter McGee off. It's interesting move that too.
Yeah, so certainly last throw of the dice really for Sean Nancy Gallagher. The ball breaking out of the middle of the field, and as I say, it's never over till the fat lady sings. Kilcar, remember, led by 111 to 9 points at one stage. James Carroll with that splendid point on 29 minutes, and that stroke of good fortune by Joe Duffy, leading by example, was very determined to get the free on quickly, sending the ball in there for Kilcar is Mark McHugh. The ball has gone out, it's gone to the right, and it's gone wide. It's another wide for Kilcar, and at the time that Michael Hegarty sent that wide, it didn't look all that important, but certainly it could be important before this game was over, Martin.
It was a stupid wide by Mark McHugh there. He should have laid the ball off to Ashley Carr inside him. He went to kick the ball to the outside of his boot and kicked it wide.
Yeah, the kick out of the middle of the field again, won over there by Michael Hegarty, standing on the bridge, winning the ball, also winning himself a free about 45 metres out. Seemed to have chipped up and picked up a knock as well over there on the far side. John McNulty checking with the linesman. Don Langan down here along the sideline as this free is going to be taken by Glenn McBrearty. It could be a vital kick. It's a 45 metre kick. It's about 10 metres in from the far side of the field. That's the pavilion stand side of the ground here. It's got the height, it's got the distance, and Glenn McBrearty steps up to the mark. Glenn McBrearty, good opening 10 minutes at the start of the game, but quiet up to now, but certainly he's launched a big free there, 45 metres out over on the far side of the field, and all of a sudden, as we're joined by a wasp here, or is it a bee, I'm not sure, but we're just into the closing minutes, about 2.5 minutes left in this game. It's 112 to 110, a 2-point game.
Yeah, it's a good score by Glenn McBrearty. Well won by Michael Hegarty. In fairness, the Gaoth kick out came out and Michael Hegarty won it. Got fouled and Glenn McBrearty kicked it over the bar. But here comes Gaoth. You never write off a Gaoth.
Yeah, Cornelius Gallagher outside to Neil McGee has elected to go forward again, driving forward. He's been pulled back by David McShane, but the referee waves play on, and advantage rule there. The ball won inside, and Guidorman has it, but covering back there is Mark McHugh outside to Noel Hegarty. Over there on the far side to Mark Sweeney, gone a little quiet in the last couple of minutes. A ball inside. Neil McGee seems to have moved out the field, and it's Kieran Ferry now with Barry Malloy or Barry Doherty. The ball outside again to Kieran McGinley. He's going to up and send it in and send it over the bar, and all of a sudden there's a little bit of daylight between the sides again. Kieran McGinley plays and fits and starts, but when he plays he knows what the posts are.
Yeah, he's had a good game today. I think this Kilcar player down injured, and good ball. Neil McGee broke up the field. It's the first time he left Barry Doherty, and he moved up the field trying to give Gaoth a lift to get up the field in the ball. He tried to kick it across, and Michael Hegarty half cut out the ball, and it broke down to a Gaoth. I think it was Danny Kern got it. He tried to lay it off, and Mark McHugh cut it out, give it off to that man Mark Sweeney, who's had a good match as well, and laid off. And Kieran McGinley, normally known to taking goals, we always worry in Kilcar when we see Kieran run around because he likes to go for goals. That's a good score, and you have to give, after giving away a bad goal after 25 minutes of Kilcar, they've had responded well. Glenn McBrearty kicked that very good point to put them to make it 112 to 110, and that's a very good score to put the 3 points between it. It's always better to have 3 from a Kilcar point of view, Tom, they only have 2 on it, but we've just 1 minute left on the match, but there'll be a fair bit of extra time.
Yeah, there'll be a fair bit of extra time as Peter Campbell departs the press box and heads for O'Donnell Park. That's where the big one is this evening, but this one's still in the melting pot. Time up here, according to my watch, and a long delivery in there from David McShane has gone out over the line. Seamus Gallagher down along the sideline, experienced man.
3 minutes of extra time.
3 minutes of additional time. Frankie Doherty is telling us that means there's just over 3 minutes of play left here in this Senior Football Championship quarter final. It's Kilcar back in front again, a goal on 13 to 110. James Gallagher very close to the sideline. A tug there by Ashley Carr, and I think Ashley is going to enter the book, enter Paddy McBride's book for a tug back there on Kieran Ferry as he was about to break, all slowing the game down, of course.
It's a good booking for Kilcar, Tom. If you have a good book, I was not didn't want the game to slow down there.
Yeah, Kilcar, as they traditionally do, filtering back in numbers, and not an awful lot of options for Fionn Dever as he launches this forward to Pádraig McGarvey, out ahead of his marker. McGarvey sending this ball inside again to Cornelius Gallagher, is it? Yes, it is Cornelius with the ball, flicking it inside. He's fouled, or there's a foul there on somebody anyway. A little bit of afters again, and it's going to be a free in, and well, certainly Paddy McBride wanting the free with a little bit of action away from where the free is. It's going to be a free in. Cornelius Gallagher is going to take this one. Possibly suits a left-footed kicker ever so slightly better than James Gallagher, and Cornelius Gallagher was replaced in the first half. Back on again. We're at the discretion, well, we're not at the discretion of the referee yet. We've got the first minute of additional time played. Cornelius Gallagher duly converts that free from about 30 metres out to send the ball to reduce the margin to just 2 points again. Cornelius Gallagher with that one just moments after coming back on. 61 or 31 minutes gone into the second half here. 1-13 plays 1-11 is Kilcar in front. Remember, they were in front a goal and 6-0-7 at half time. They went 1-11 to 0-9 up early in the second half, and they're on the break again, and it's Kieran McGinley about to pick up the ball, getting away from his marker over there on the far side, but good covering by Fionn Dever. But McGinley, after losing possession, picked it up again, and an opportunity there. Then McBeard, you think, just didn't. Noel Hegarty was it, who didn't hold on to it, and the ball broke, and that would be an ideal opportunity, really a goal chance. It wasn't Noel Hegarty. It was Noel Hegarty.
I don't know what he's doing up there in the first place. You want to be 2 points, you're centre back and up the field like that for. I don't know what he was doing up there. He was inside. I mean, the ball should have been, from a Kilcar point of view, knocked over the bar, and there's still there's still a minute. There's a minute on the watch. And
yes, exactly 1 minute left. James Gallagher with the ball inside to Joe Duffy again. Joe going long. Remember, Peter McGee in there no longer. Out comes Cornelius Gallagher, but back there covering is Patrick Gallagher. I think Patrick's chipped.
James Carroll could get sent off here.
James Carroll chipped. Really, just a late challenge, a late lunge, I'd have to say, by James Carroll, who must have had a fine game and kicked, I think, it was 4 fine points. All anxious, and I know what I'm not going to. Kilcar, nobody will want to get them in the semi-final draw. Of course, that takes place later tonight. We will hope to have that for you from O'Donnell Park as well. It's Kilcar on the attack again. It's play anywhere. Kieran McGinley, he wins the ball on this side of the field this occasion, just down here from us, just out from the dugout, barging his way through, back outside to Noel Hegarty. If in trouble, get it to Noel. Noel flicks it inside to Mark Sweeney. 3 very good points in the first half. Sweeney cutting inside. Could he well, no, he doesn't. He tries to find Kieran McGinley, but just over a little bit tough, holding onto the ball there, and it's Guidor coming away again. A foul there by Michael Hegarty. The referee has decided not on Michael Curran was fouled. I think he was possibly, if it happened earlier in the game, you would have, and Noel Hegarty I think now is going to be booked because Paddy McBride decided to let the play.
Just pulling them down, giving away frees, and it's silly. That's what Kilcar should have done. That when they had the ball, was kept the ball. Mark Sweeney went through with the ball, tried to lay it off to Kieran McGinley.
Yes.
Inside. I mean, we look at the watch; it's 34 minutes. Kilcar feel the game is over.
James Gallagher was certainly fouled there. I don't know how. There's another foul, and on Neil McGee now out the field. A goal and 13 points, and Goal and 13 points. McGee from the free launches it long, but it's well won back there. I think it's Mark McHugh winning the ball, helping out in defence. It's 35 minutes gone here in O'Donnell Park. Even Aidan O'Donnell is heading for O'Donnell Park, or for O'Donnell Park. It's all over here. Well, no, it's not quite. They're still playing on. 35 minutes gone. A goal and 13 points to Kilcar. Another sub coming on for Kilcar.
That's a stupid time for Kilcar to go on a substitution. It doesn't make any sense. They should have played the game down and let the game be all over.
Yes, and number 19, we better record it for posterity. Number 19 is Conor McShane. He's in the at full forward instead of Barry Doherty. James Gallagher back there, 35 and a half.
He didn't play enough time in the first half, and he's definitely going to play extra time in this one.
Almost 36 minutes gone here. It's all over. It's all over. It's all over. We had that rate replacement all right. The game got a little bit scrappy towards the end. There's handshakes all around, and well, Kilcar are very happy. Certainly they've regrouped well in recent weeks. They've done exceptionally well to turn the corner. Great start of the season, then had a little bit of dip in form, but they have come good, and they